with policies that are targeted at creating enabling environment for businesses to thrive, while also making registration of businesses less cumbersome through the Ease of Doing Business initiative. In today's special report on T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda This week, Damilare Fagunwa of our News and Current Affairs Department highlights the activities of Lagos State Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives in line with the T.H.E.M.E.S agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. The Lagos State Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives is one of the ministries saddled with responsibilities and mandates for Lagos to attain and sustain high level of vibrant commercial, industrial activities within the framework of making the state a 21st century economy in line with the T.H.E.M.E.S agenda. With determination to build an inclusive, progressive government and vibrant economy, the Lagos State government, through the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives, has been able to take giant strides towards making the state to be self-reliant, self-dependent, and have self-respect in order to attain an international level status. Also, Lagos State alone accounts for over 70% of national industrial investment, which makes it attractive to job seekers from across the country. Since Lagos State is home to over 20 million Nigerians, it is safe to affirm that it is the fifth largest economy in Africa, but still feels the brunt of the menace of youth unemployment. The youths make up about 75% of the state's population. It is in realization of this that the Sanwo-Olu administration made making Lagos a 21st century economy a leading part of its T.H.E.M.E.S agenda with the aim of eradicating poverty, a foremost goal of its administration in achieving the Greater Lagos Blueprint. An integral part of this is the evolution of several initiatives aimed at empowering the residents with various initiatives conceived, coordinated and implemented by the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives. Having realized that the state enjoys a high presence of SMEs, micro and nano businesses, more than any state in the country, the state government launched MSME Hub, an e-commerce platform, as a way of enhancing online trading and capacity building for the MSMEs operators, where they would be exposed to various market opportunities, financial linkages, networking, mentoring, and how to embrace innovative approaches to their businesses. The year 2020 marked the 5th edition of the Lagos State MSMEs exclusive trade fair themed MSMEs in the time of COVID-19, survival strategies to beat the odds. It was apt and timely, given the important roles of MSMEs as a springboard for economic recovery, especially at a time when the global economy is currently facing a major crisis that is projected to get deeper due to the pandemic. There is the need to look inward for solutions and required linkages to facilitate business development as well as trade promotion. The fair featured over 100 indigenous micro, small and medium exhibitors who displayed their quality goods and services ranging from food and beverages, textiles and garments, arts and beads, food and agro products, shoes and leatherworks, health and herbal products, soap, insecticide and detergents, and many more, which attracted an impressive patronage of the public. With this effort, the present administration organized industrial institutional business clinic support services for MSME operators at no cost during the trade fair and exhibition, where federal and state regulatory and business support agencies were enlightened and shed more light on activities and services available to support MSME operators in the state. To further reiterate its commitment to the growth and development of the micro, small and medium enterprises in ensuring their survival beyond the global pandemic period, Governor Sanwo-Olu approved the 3-month moratorium to members of micro, small and medium enterprises MSME who had borrowed from the Lagos State Employment Trust Fund LSETF as part of concessions to cushion the effects of COVID-19 pandemic on their businesses. For the governor, the moratorium will serve as a palliative, encourage entrepreneurship, and sustain the confidence of small-scale industrialists and MSME operators in the state. Also, with the collaboration of the federal government to boost the fashion and apparel industry in the state, Governor Sanwo-Olu on the 18th of September 2020 established and commissioned the Eco MSMEs Fashion Hub Center in Berigbe, Ikorodu, to take the fashion industry to the next level, as well as meeting up with international standards. The facility, which was an end-to-end fashion production center, was equipped with modern industrial textile and fashion machines. As a responsive government and in a bid to promote the marketability of locally made products, the Sanwo-Olu administration also set up a committee on export promotion at the state level. The committee, which comprises members from public and private sector, was charged with the responsibility of promoting non-oil exports in the state. This is in line with the policy to diversify the economy away from oil and build a formidable economy, as well as assist development and promotion of export product-oriented industries. Also, to assist the industries in the state to pursue and obtain necessary export incentives, collection and dissemination of information on products that are available for export, and finally, organizing quarterly meetings to discuss challenges and prefer solutions to export products in the state. In addition, a subcommittee on the One State, One Product program was set up by Governor Sanwo-Olu on vegetable, fishing and coconuts, and the committees were charged to come up with an action plan on each of the products.
I have to come in here to encourage a lot of our SMEs, MSMEs, and this is real governance and collaboration in action. We need to understand and appreciate what our young upcoming manufacturers, what they are facing, what are their issues, and how well are they being able to get to market. But more importantly is to see the can-do spirit of Nigerians. There's a lot of product that you will never believe is coming out from the shores of this country, and particularly in Lagos State.
The administration also set up SMEs Hub, an e-commerce platform to assist MSMEs. The Lagos E-commerce Hub is a digital platform created in response to the new global reality to provide access to market and showcase MSMEs products and services to the world. Another milestone is the Industrial Workstation Immortal Light Industry Park, which is at 86% completion stage, designed to provide built-up factory units for small-scale industrialists, particularly those in the food value chain. The facility has provision for 44 factory units of various sizes, including ancillary facilities such as the administrative building, fire services state, gatehouse, clinic, water booster station, and canteen. As a responsible government, the present administration of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu continues to sustain and maintain the existing state-owned small-scale industrial estates situated in Mushin and Isolo, as well as the industrial shed at Sabo in Ikorodu, while it also recently approved the renovation of two of the facilities in Isolo and Ladipo area in Mushin, which is ongoing to ensure a conducive environment for production. It is expected that the renovation will be completed before the end of the third quarter of this year. Commissioner for Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives Lola Akonde noted that the present administration remains committed to providing a conducive environment for the organized private sector and other stakeholders through continuous engagement in the implementation of policies, regulations and projects as they impact the business prosperity of the state. One of the various projects being executed with the private sector is the Lekki Free Trade Zone, which is at 47% completion, as it is already yielding great dividends since February, with at least 40 free zone enterprises. 10 free zone enterprises have commenced operations, with trial operations beginning in the third quarter of 2022, with commercial operations expected to begin at the first quarter of 2023. Mrs. Akonde maintained that despite the pandemic, over 230 jobs were created through the Lekki Free Trade Zone project, a joint venture project on a 16,500 hectare of land for industrial development, warehousing, logistic locations, commercial office facilities, and mixed income residential spaces with school, health centers, and 370 acres of leisure facilities to support the various developments in the zone.
Mr. Governor was the first sitting governor to visit the Lekki Free Trade Zone, A area of the Lekki Free Trade Zone, in March 2021 on a 2-day work visit, during which time he visited the Lekki Deep Sea Port and other industries in the Lekki Free Trade Zone to quantify the level of work, truck development in the free zone, and how work could be improved and fastened up, and also how the environment could be made more conducive for the community members. He requested there and then that electricity be restored in that area and that a police station be built in the community. This is still ongoing and will still be manifested.
As part of efforts to ensure a sustainable and developing formal sector for economic growth and development, the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives under the present administration revamped and strengthened the cooperative societies. The Commissioner revealed that the establishment of the Lagos State Cooperative College is purposely to provide high-skilled manpower for running of cooperative activities in the state to prevent any fraudulent practices. The Cooperative College is to also enshrine the principle of prudence, transparency and accountability in the cooperative movement to encourage the act of cooperation, increase the knowledge and skills of cooperative participants towards reducing fraud and conflict within the societies in Lagos State. To this end, the Lagos State Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives inaugurated 147 cooperative societies, received 247 new registrations, revalidated 2,359 societies, with the cooperatives capital base increasing from 32 billion naira in 2019 to 33 billion naira to date. In a bid to promote the rights of consumers of goods and services, an agency under the Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives, the Lagos State Consumer Protection Agency, LASCOPA, in the last 2 years successfully recovered over 44 million naira as compensation and outright refund of payment for returned substandard goods and services. Mrs. Akonde stated that in the period under review, 148 harmonized inspections were carried out, with 92 routine inspections carried out in workplaces as a means of ensuring improved welfare package for the employees with relevant regulations.
For me, one of the established principles in governance is that nothing has been achieved until it has been delivered and rightly placed in the public domain. Lagos State being the state that has more of MSMEs, they have about over 11,000, close to 12,000, and they have more than any other state in Nigeria. The 5th edition was held with over 100 exhibitors due to the COVID-19 pandemic and its protocol at no cost to the exhibitors. Free stalls were given to the exhibitors where they display their goods and services. For example, like the textiles, garments, arts, beads, agro products, shoes, health and herbal products, amongst others. To further encourage both exhibitors and the public, a lottery was held where prizes were won. During that time, we held institutional business clinics at no cost to the MSMEs.
With so much gratitude and commendation, some beneficiaries of the MSMEs programs who have benefited in various programs set up by the Sanwo-Olu administration shared their thoughts.
The Lagos State has been very, very okay, and they are encouraging SME, doing wonderfully for us. But like Oliver Twist, we always like at least want more and want it to be more better than this.
During the corona, business has been really slow, so I had a lot of stuff in my house. But with this fair, I've been able to dispose a couple of them, and I've been able to network with other exhibitors for further businesses. It's been really helpful.
I am so excited to see this kind of thing in my environment. I mean, my factory is a couple of minutes away from here, and we don't have this type of machine. This is the one that does interlocked designs. I can design my own fabrics on this. Thank you, Lagos State government.
These past 6 days has been wonderful. At least as a big support my business. I've turned around and turned over from new brands of clients coming to know about my products.
Good to know that the government have been a lot of facility at our doorstep. For instance, this is a buttonhole machine, and what it does is to fix buttonholes for ready-made clothes. Before now, we don't have a lot of this around, but with having a lot of them around and closer at your doorstep, it will make your own work faster, and we're happy we are having this kind of development.
It is gratifying to note that the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration is deliberate in its commitment to ensure that every Lagos resident enjoys a better life and brings development to the state and the country in general. The government, in line with the T.H.E.M.E.S agenda of making Lagos a 21st century economy, is showing the political will to attract more investments and encourage businesses that are not registered to come forward and improve government regulation for optimal growth and economic sustenance. Lagos residents, therefore, are enjoined to support the state government in its quest to achieve these objectives. And that's how we conclude our special report on T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda this week, which has traced the activities of the Lagos State Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives in line with the T.H.E.M.E.S agenda of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu. You can follow us on all our social media platforms: Instagram, Lagos Traffic; Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM; on YouTube, subscribe to our channel, Traffic Radio 961. You can also download our app on Play Store for more updates. This program is a production of Lagos Traffic Radio 96.1 FM. I am Abiola Fagbolagun.
You just listened to another edition of T.H.E.M.E.S Agenda This week, which focused on the activities and achievements of Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu's administration in the Lagos State Ministry of Commerce, Industry and Cooperatives. Join us at 9:15 p.m. for a repeat broadcast.
Traffic